welcome back to Fireside Chat. If you saw episode 4, you saw me at my lowest point. You saw the tears. You saw the raw vulnerability of a forced breakup. And it was messy, but it was also necessary. It was necessary because at the end of that low point, I also had to face something that was even harder. And that was the truth about my work. I'm a tantric dominatrix in a relationship alchemist, and at the core of my work, I hold an unshakable safe container for couples around their desires and their deepest challenges when it comes to how it shows up. But my own container was weak. My own container was shattered, and I was leaking energy all over the place. I was operating out of a wounded space, and to try to hold space, to try to show up or guide anybody from that space really would be a fundamental act of compromise around my professional integrity. And I just couldn't do it. So I think the highest form of self-love, of sovereign self-command, was for me to put the pause on everything. On clients, my scarlet sisterhood, potentially watching money just walk away, and that had to be okay. Because they needed more for me. They deserved more for me. My presence was most important. They didn't need to see broken pieces of me. So I decided to wait. I committed to just sitting and waiting until my body gave me permission, until I got the signal. And the signal came in the form of a couple who was ready to decode their own desires. Before my energy was scattered, I felt like I was constantly reaching outside of myself to serve, only to find that my own container was empty. I worried that the vulnerability meant weakness. But the time away, the yoga, the meditation, the tears, that was the sacred work for my own rebuilding. So when the couple arrived, when they came into the space, I was full. I wasn't exhausted. I was anchored. I wasn't teaching them from memory. I was facilitating from a place of unshakable peace. And this was my test. And the experience, it was utterly liberating. Listen to what changed for them. This is Mistress Yana, and I am here with the lovely, and they just got done with their private intimacy session, Decoding Desires. And I really want to start with you. Can you tell me what is one thing that you enjoyed about our time together?
I really tapped into something that I rarely tap into because there was such a lovely space and room here, and it just granted me the opportunity to really completely let go and fall into something new, like a complete new scenery. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you would kind of change or modify or something to add to this?
No.
And would you recommend this to another couple?
Absolutely. I already have people in mind.
And same thing with okay, if it's, Okay. But is there one thing that you liked about our time together?
I appreciated that it was intentional. I liked the dedicated time and space and your instruction. So it made the difference.
Is there anything off the top of your head that you would change or would want to add or modify?
No. I like how you had it spaced. The tantric, the discussion, and also the free time. It worked out well. And the time kind of flew by.
Yeah. So, that is a thing. Once you go deep, remember that realm that we entered. Is there, would you recommend this to?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I have people in mind.
Thank you both so very much. I appreciate that. This session was the genesis of a core principle that's in my blueprint, the capacity rule. Because the truth is, you can only serve others, you can only guide them as deeply as you're willing to anchor yourself. If you're burnt out, if you are feeling frustrated, if you are sacrificing your own truth to service your client or even your partner, then you are giving compromised energy. And what you're teaching them is that their healing is built on your self betrayal. But when you come from a place of compromise, uncompromised capacity, then your presence is strong, is different. And that, my sisters, is the true definition of sovereignty, uncompromised capacity. If you are a strong woman and you are feeling depleted, if you're feeling like you're in this integrity crisis and it's only getting worse as you are trying to service others, you're not alone. This journey for me was about building a system so this never happens again. Join me for episode 6. I'm going to share with you the boundaries, the unshakable, the uncompromised boundaries that I'm putting in place to protect this peace, to protect this sacred professional capacity that I've built. And I will show you how to use the commanding sovereignty in your conversation and your communication so you never have to guess again who's safe to be in your life.